Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Rated PG-13. Be the first to see the mind-bending phenomenon.
All my life I've been considered as the worst.
After hours, drowsy stepping, hear the sermon, hold the reverend. Long distance relationships with 777s.
Hi everybody, welcome to After Hours Reviews. I haven't done this shit in so long, so
Yo, fuck it.
today, a day before it's supposed to be fully out for a lot of people in America, I got my partner with me. You can say hi however you want to, baby.
Hi, everybody.
And we got the exclusive footage to see Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
This doesn't seem fair.
We already know about the mid-credit scene, and the post-credit scene is just... it's a joke. The post-credit scene is a joke. So we would do a lot of stuff involving spoiler-free stuff, because it's still a fresh film for a lot of you guys. You're going to be seeing this the day after we're recording this. We're recording this on the 5th of May, when it's not supposed to be released for a lot of people globally until the 6th. So you guys can probably get this review either the 7th or the 6th. The movie is basically about Dr. Stephen Strange just trying to face off against a threat to the multiverse at large, and it involves elements with the Scarlet Witch that has still the repercussions of WandaVision. Wong is also involved, and many different characters that we have not seen yet introduced into the Marvel canon as of yet are trying their best to either help or hinder the process of Stephen Strange fighting off all of these different enemies, some of which are very familiar, others are different interpretations of what we've seen in other Marvel Cinematic Universe properties. Will he be successful? Will he fail? That's something that you guys have to see by first watching the movie, then come back to this video. Alright, for those of you guys that have not seen the movie yet, that's great. That was the spoiler-free stuff, because I only like to do that stuff like the first, I would say, 3 minutes. So let's get into the nitty-gritty. I'm gonna let my partner start, because you guys already know me. I love to talk when it's about movies and whatnot, but wait till you meet Raven Angel Rain, the love of my life. Go ahead, baby.
Well, hello, everybody. I am Raven Angel Rain, known on YouTube as Crimson Whispers VA. I am a big lover of films myself. I have been for many years, and I've done multiple research as well as being a writer myself, just like my partner is. For this film, I was expecting much more than what it gave. I am a big fan of Doctor Strange. I adored the first movie. I thought it was really good. I've seen every Marvel movie that's came out, and there's not many that's been able to impress me, and unfortunately this is one of them. I was expecting a very different take on what they took with WandaVision, like with Wanda out of WandaVision and Doctor Strange, and the way they were going to do the multiverse, and I feel like what they gave us was a very watered down, diluted version of what could have been a great movie. Now, I have heard reviews of this that were non-spoilery. Yeah, so I kind of went in knowing that there was a pacing issue, which I do agree with. There is parts in the movie that kind of prolong out longer than they needed to be, and they could have been shortened a hell of a lot. If you do like gore and carnage candy, then I would say that you're in for a treat with certain scenes in this movie, but I won't go too much into detail on that, due to the fact that I'm not spoiling too much at the moment. But there are parts where it gave a little bit of intrigue, but I believe that it was still watered down and didn't give too much. And there was basically a scene that's nearer to the end, which we'll talk about later, which I believed could have been more of what the movie was based on, rather than leaving it for, let's say, the last half hour. So I believe there's been many missed opportunities with this movie, and I could do a whole rant of like an hour and a half or so on myself discussing everything that went wrong with this movie. But there's me and my partner in this, so I'm going to give him the chance to talk about his, and then I'll join in on the way. So, baby, go ahead.
Okay, so let's go with the good. If you guys know anything about Sam Raimi, the man has basically been, if not the greatest rags to riches director that we've had in recent memory, but probably one of the most artistically sound American directors that we've had in a long time. And he goes into the forefront about making this probably the most visually appeasing Marvel Cinematic Universe debut yet. Like, if you guys could compare this on a visual standpoint to, I would say, Black Panther, the first Doctor Strange, I would say Endgame in certain spots, Thor Ragnarok, and Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, those are beautiful in their own right, sure. But the way that Sam directs this, you can tell that he's more seasoned in how to make a visual eye candy for all people to enjoy. And the way it's paced out, where you do see the set pieces, how they do pretty much a very decent enough job with the CG. I'm more of a fan of practical effects myself, but they kind of do pretty good with the CGI, I'm not gonna lie.
I do agree that I do prefer practical effects to SFX effects. I love practical effects more than anything. It's something that I've grown up with a passion for. One of the best films I think I've ever seen practical effects actually been used in is The Thing.
And trying to make sure that even the body makeups and how they do stuff with everything aesthetically, it does feel like it's a high budget film with how it's done artistically, which is one of the goods. Another one of the goods is introducing one of the upcoming Young Avengers, which is America Chavez, which, if you guys have not been on social media, was not even a spoiler. They kind of already announced that America Chavez was going to be in this. Why am I not saying Chavez? It's because I'm using one of the Latinx pronunciations of Chavez. Now, having America be brought into this along with having Kate Bishop, Wicked, Speed, and even having Tom Holland Spider-Man with his own origin story from a review I refuse to do, emphasizes a whole big thing of the MCU is attempting to prepare for something grander than what we've had before, where we've already had our number one heroes in the whole wake of it all. But then what is going to be the next chapter other than preparing the next generation? Which is probably going to be for the best because of what we're going to get into later. And the last big thing I would say is like a good from the film is just we got more Wong, man. I know we got our Ned fans. I know we have our Louise fans. I mean, Louise is funny. Don't get me wrong. He's like the best part of any Ant-Man movie. But, Wong is probably the greatest sidekick in the MCU. I fucking refuse to hear anyone say any different. But yeah, those are the only goods. If you guys do not want to hear about the bads, I suggest you stop the video here, watch the movie, come back here so we can give you that good. Oh, don't worry, we'll wait.
Yeah, I suggest going to see the movie just to have your own opinion on it. And it'd be nice in the comments below if all of you, after you've seen it, who's interested in it, could give us your opinions on what you thought was the good, the bad, the ugly, the things that you would have changed or you think would have been wrote better if certain things were changed. I'm interested to know this. Also, if there's people out there that don't want to go see the movie, but you just want to hear us rant and rave on this, then just stay tuned where you are.